Hello everyone, I'm Harry, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do another how to sound like video. This is going to be a sound like for some of my favourite bands that all use one certain effect in common in all of these different songs that we're going to look at. So before we get started, if you like this sound like video at any point, please leave a like, comment and subscribe and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. There's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. So like I say, this is going to be a sound like for some of my favourite bands that all use a certain effect in these songs that we're going to look at. Now, the reason why I decided to do this is because I was recently sent and demoed the Vezzpa High Octave Fuzz by Beetronics. This is the second pedal in their Baby series, which are kind of like smaller versions, but they're by no means a compromise. They all sound killer, and this Vezzpa is no exception. I actually recently did a full demo of the Vezzpa by Beetronics. If you'd like to see that, there'll be a link up in the cards, in the description, and pinned in the comments. So as you can guess, all these songs that we're going to look at make use of fuzz. Now, fuzz is one of my favourite effects out there, and a lot of bands that I listen to have used fuzz to great effect. And the nice little bonus is that we've actually got an octave fuzz that we can disengage and engage when we need that as well. Kind of like that high octave, like that Octavia style octave that's sort of killer. You'll see the guitars that I'm using throughout. So for the first batch of songs, it's this Gretsch Firebird Jet. Then the second batch is actually my Macmull S-Classic. The amp I'm running into is my Hamstead Artist 60 Plus RT, which is one of my favourite clean pedal platform amps. That's running into a Tone King Ironman 2 Attenuator, just to knock off a few dBs, then into a Celestion G12M 65 creamback speaker that's been recorded by a Lewitt MTP440 dynamic microphone, which is like an SM57 with a tiny bit more bass. Other than that, when it's clean, it's just straight into the amp. Then I might use the Greer Lightspeed to give me an overdrive tone that I'll be running the fuzz into as well. So let's get straight into it. So let's check out the first song. So that was obviously Are You Mine. Quite a lot of fuzz coming from the pedal this time, and I was running into the Lightspeed just to give us a kind of broken up amp tone for the fuzz to run into. So let's get into the next song. there we go. That was a couple of songs by Jack White, some from his solo records, the Raconteurs and the White Stripes. So pretty much the same first time throughout. Again, that was running into the Lightspeed. And the cool thing is, because this Vezzpa pedal has the high octave fuzz, I actually engaged that for some parts on the 16 Saltine song. So let's get into the next one. So there we go, that was Gold on the Ceiling by the Black Keys. So again, just the first time running into the Lightspeed. The volume rolled down a little bit on the guitar just to clean up the fuzz a bit. Then when we get to that high part, I'm just holding down the foot switch to engage that high octave fuzz again. So let's get into the next song. So there we go, that was KLEO with Break My Baby. So for the cleaner parts, it's just a Lightspeed for it by itself. Then for the main fuzz riffs and everything else with the fuzz, it's just the fuzz going into the Lightspeed. Then when we get to that little solo part, you hear the Octavia style octave on the original track. So that's exactly what I did with the Vezzpa. Just held down the foot switch and you can get that high octave sound coming in as well. So let's get into the next song. Okay, so that was obviously Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Now, on the original track, it's probably actually a DS1, but you can kind of get some fuzzes to sound like a distortion, so that's what I did with the Vezzpa. Again, it was just running into the Lightspeeds, and when it was disengaged, it was just the Lightspeed giving us that kind of breaking up amp side. So let's get into the next song. So that was obviously Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix. Now, I couldn't remember most of the solo for that, so it's kind of just made up, but you get the idea. So again, it was that high octave fuzz tone. And then when we get to the rhythm chorus, I'm going just back to the normal fuzz tone. And then when we go to the solo again and the little lead lines, it's all the high octave. And you really hear it pronounced when you switch to the neck pickup and you go for that solo, just like what Jimi Hendrix would have used on the original track. So now let's get into the final one. So that was Danny California by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Again, a classic fuzz tone coming from Frusciante. The cleanest chorus parts, I was just using the Lightspeed, then the Vezzpa running into it for a fuzz tone. It's probably a fuzz face on the original recording, but I thought the Vezzpa does the job, and it really sounds killer for that little solo at the end. So there we have it. That was a look at how to sound like some of my favourite artists, all on songs where they used fuzz. Like I said at the beginning, fuzz is one of my favourite effects, and they all use it in such a good way. The Vezzpa by Beetronics is the killer little fuzz pedal, where you've got a great fuzz tone where you can go from searing high gain fuzz all the way to low gain gated spitty fuzz, all while having that classic upper Octavia style octave engaged via the foot switch if you want it. You can double click the foot switch to put it on, or you can just hold down the foot switch to momentarily put it on, and then it'll come off when you lift off your foot. Beetronics are releasing some killer pedals, and I actually have the Octahive on my board. That's kind of like a lower gain version of this in a way, which can kind of get more borderline overdrive and fuzz tones as well as having the octave. And the Vezzpa is kind of like a more gnarly sounding fuzz with searing high gain tones as well as that octave. I think they'll be a nice little pair on my board together. Again, if you want to see my full demo of the Vezzpa by Beetronics, there'll be a link up in the cards, in the description and pinned in the comments. But let me know down in the comments how close you thought I got to these original songs, what some of your favourite songs are that use fuzz pedals, and any how to sound like videos you'd like to see me do in the future. Again, there's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. If you did like this sound like video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Other than that, go onto my channel, check out some of my playlists. I have plenty more lessons, covers, gear demos, how to sound like videos, and anything guitar related. As always, I've been Harry, and thanks for watching.